Hi everybody, this is Deanna Fenton from deannafenton.com with simple steps to online success. Well, usually I'm hiding behind the computer screen and you only hear my voice when I do my webinars or when I do some of my training videos. But this was a really important topic and I felt it was important to kind of look you in the eye and explain something to you. A situation that I've seen happen a couple of times recently where people have actually sort of abdicated the ownership, inadvertently, abdicated ownership of their domain and their website. So this is one of the situations. Recently I was contacted by somebody that has a actually very nice website featuring her products that she creates. However, the website was created by a friend of hers. Unfortunately, this friend passed away 2 years ago. Since then, she has not had the ability to get into her website, to make any changes, or use it at all. Because the friend, and again, a well-meaning person who was just trying to help her out, put the hosting account in his name and he was the contact. So apparently neither this person's family has access to be able to help this prospective client get access to the back end of her website. She says she's had other people look at it trying to get into it and they haven't been able to do it. In addition, when I was talking to her, I looked up her domain name, and of course we know our domain name is our address on the web. And this friend had actually registered her domain in his name. So I want you to think of your domain name, honestly, as like a business asset. That's also part of your branding, and you should never give up the connection and the ownership of that domain name. So it's two problems that I see. And again, this is not an isolated incident. I also talked to a prospective client several months ago, and in this case, he was dealing with a web development person who was probably a little less than professional, and despite the fact it wasn't financially related, this person absolutely refuses to hand over the information on how to access the website. So unfortunately, this particular case, this gentleman is in the situation where he doesn't have any options. He's got to register another domain because he doesn't have access to the domain registration information. And he has to have another website created because he can't get in to the existing one that he has. So, the moral of the story. 1, you need to make sure you register your domain in your name. It is okay to have, there's 3 roles related to a domain registration. There is the registrant, and that's the owner, and that's you. Your information needs to go there. There is an administrator. That's probably also you, but if you have staff or you have somebody helping you, that's really where a lot of the communication related to your domain name is going to be directed. And then there's a technical contact. And again, that's okay to put somebody else's name in there. But you need to be the registrant, and you need to be the primary contact for your domain name. Also, your hosting account. Recently, I've started moving my clients off my reseller account. So the way I had operated before is I had a master account. I could add clients to my master account, and all the billing and technical communication went through me. Well, for many different reasons, I decided to change that recently, and I'm setting clients up on their own direct billing account with the hosting company. Again, now their name is on the account and their contact information is on the account, and that's really the way it should be. So, my call to action for you and the assignment I'm giving to you this week is I want you to make sure you have the username and passwords to access both your domain registration as well as your website hosting account. And I can assure you, because of this situation, I have my team right now updating all my client sheets And even though we send them out to clients, I know over time, it's just human nature that people lose track of that information. But we're sending them out in the next week or so to make sure everybody has their updated information. So kind of think of it like this too. You wouldn't hand off the keys to a house to somebody else, and you could come back and find out the locks have been changed. So you don't want to give that kind of control up to somebody. I mean, even if you trust them, because like that first example I gave you, this was a very trusted friend, but he passed away. And I mean, nobody in the world would have just assumed, okay, now all of a sudden I don't have access to my website anymore. I don't have ownership of my my asset, my domain. So this is Deanna Fenton with Simple Steps to Online Success, saying make sure you check your domain registration, make sure you check your hosting account this week, and keep that information in a safe place because you never know when you're going to need it.